weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kick.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The 47-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here, hold in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
15-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ross on the return. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
No!
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Tyreek Hill.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing but
That was
green
nasty
grass
as
here,
fuck.
middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
To Josh Gordon.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to go backward. They get it behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Buccaneers 0.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said, and then they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat them that way, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
3 weeks in a row.
And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of...
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Can't do that.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
The extra point.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Check.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 2 yards on the now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this
That's 2 clocks, so why are these niggas in it?
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Now they try the right side here. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The left side completion to Jones.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15.
Hey,
You are
welcome.
watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Guess you can
now a handoff here
tell how this has been going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 2 more points, and that widens this thing out.
Well, stay tuned in. I'm going to go to the next week and play my next game after this. So don't go anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
45, Mike, 45.
Come on with that.
Before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Dennis Pitta.
And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
What is that?
A gain there of 21 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 14. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Come on, that should have been me. Oh, that should have been me.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. They're going to look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The pass.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Damn, I was trying to hit that fucking.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
I'm trying to
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John
more
Ross.
Victories.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
Ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness.
Oh, so I talked to my dog today.
Just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's still trying to figure that shit out, because he ain't never did no lead before. But I was telling him how we run that shit. So we're probably going to end up restarting that shit. And then
escaping the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill.
He probably just going to restart it and then doing the draft. So we're going to be matched up. And he's waiting on. He said there's another nigga supposed to join.
He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being big.
But he had to go to his dad's birthday party today, so that nigga ain't here.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.
Oh, that first touchdown was nasty. Let me show that shit to you.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1.
We better be.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they dropped their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit.
Both of them niggas
to take on the Lions.
Which one of them niggas gonna get it?
So
either
for Charles
one.
Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That kicked it off. A little bit, a little bit.
She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it.
It did. Now I think about it, that did look like this was on Ricky.
Little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I
Bar Bowman don't even get no PT. He's a special team. How deep my linebacker core is.
Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. For a coupe.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Alright. That nigga got 2 niggas in the top 2. I say let's have them fight it out. Yeah, I take that though. What? Well, alright, he probably got my yards. What? Who that deal? Steve Young. Alright, I think I could do that. Yeah, get it. Mike Wallace.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all.
Palomalu out here.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeet.
It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Single receiver, he's doing all right
option to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Down and 12.
They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will.
Fucking Steve Young.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Oh, come on, get the fuck out of here. What was that?
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Okay, we'll take that too.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Atlanta.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now back to throw. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
That's a good one.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. These two teams all tied after 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That was good to have him make a signal again.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
The ball carried
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, come on, bro. What the fuck was that? Bro, what the fuck? Come on.
His guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
Bullshit.
They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
All right, good job. Good job, Ref.
After reviewing the play, the line on the field is reversed.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
The kicker on.
Julio Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28.
Come on, man.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's taken down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime, and what's up? Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the
Hey,
half.
how's
This will
going?
be a touchback.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from
the flag like it's on the play started.
To add to that total. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Back to throw here. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability...
And this is
pushing back.
Touchdown.
Don't hit me in my weapons.
Hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Pushing the flag, roughing the passer. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end
Point
zone,
against Steve Young or Mike Vick.
take the points and keep moving.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender.
Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Fuck, wrong button.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And Jones has it over the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Fuck.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. No, bottled up. It's out, it's loose, and the Falcons grab it. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
We're back now in KC. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Forced out to his left.
Paranoid ass. You missed a wide open fucking nigga.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Extra point.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running
Appreciate
back in
y'all
this
niggas
league, you got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
He better have slid.
There on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Steps away. He can run for it, and he will.
The quarterback keeps
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And
it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the
Chiefs tried that bullshit.
Control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
1st down, Atlanta.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Across play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Gun now on 3rd down.
That's a horrible throw, man. That was a horrible throw.
Be intercepted.
That was a horrible throw.
Snags it for the pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit,
his
maybe
ass
not
whooped
wanting
out
to
the
risk
other
an
day,
injury.
coach.
So the Chiefs in
We're supposed to
possession of
hold
the ball
him
as we welcome
under
you back.
250.
And let's see what they come up with offensively.
He got
after
more
having
rushing
time to
yards than
talk
he
it
do
over.
passing.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Cam Newton, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving
Fuck up. Why you even got to bring that shit up? Ain't no need to bring that bullshit up, bro. Like, Charles Davis, if I was in the booth, I'd slap the shit out of you. Respectful.
No cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Powers through, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Fuck yeah,
He's going to loft one deep left side here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone,
Charles Davis said that bullshit.
Minutes, and that's exactly how
y'all
they're playing
niggas
this
can
one
blame
out.
Charles Davis for that shit.
But now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
Hey, and the Braves won. Hawks and Braves won.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8
and the
to be
Falcons
precise,
won.
we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
45. Mike, 45.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Falcons 42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be